game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Being chased out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all it does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Stepping up, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback keeping it himself from 10 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Titans on Ringo. Ready?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Got it. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Back to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. three.
They should have known. They should have known, baby.
His guys take over first and 10.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Got a man, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we read. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Silver. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
52's the mic. Check hustle. Let's go. Hustle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his pass incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Nice hit, boy.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We're back now in KC as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20.
Here we go. 30 pace, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
He'll
drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat.
And oh, he coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now the Bengals down 28-24. At time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. He's back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he lost the football.
We go. Ace Reed. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one